It's pretty hectic. But yeah, been a. Funny enough, it was like almost like a nothing weekend in MMA. Like the card wasn't that, not one you were super excited about, especially when you lost.
There was some great
Makhachev.
stuff that happened though.
But this is the thing. There's like so much shit has actually happened in the last 2 weeks or whatever. Did you watch Felder RDA?
Yeah, I did. Felder did really well.
Dude, he's a fucking gangster.
Considering like it was on like 5. Look, he was in shape. You could see he was definitely in shape. But when he caught RDA with one of those spinning back elbows, right? He RDA like closed the distance on him, and then he threw. I think he was setting in southpaw, if I'm not mistaken. He threw a jab, and then like he like kind of like threw like a feint hook through that back elbow. If that landed like a little bit harder, that could have been a whole different story for that fight. But RDA did well, dude. Like RDA definitely looks better at lightweight.
Yeah, he looks good. What's crazy is how much smaller he is than Felder.
Yeah.
At lightweight.
Yeah, it's craziness.
He's such an in-between dude, man. It's such a weird thing. Like, I obviously he went up to welterweight and he went like 3-0 or 4-0 at welterweight.
Yeah.
So it was quite justified. But like at the time, I remember I was like, "Jeez, dude, that is a small fucking welterweight."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like 5'8", I think.
Yeah.
At welterweight, dude, that is tiny.
I met him at the Ruka gym, dude.
Yeah.
Not the most friendly oak, but he's like not big, dude.
Ralphie Dos Nachos.
Dude, Don looks like a giant next to that oak, dude.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. It's super weird. But he said like he
even
changed
Boyd looks big against that guy.
Yeah.
Like,
said he changed his walk around weight by like 15 pounds.
jeez.
So what were you doing before?
And he did this camp in Rio.
He was on the BigAl diet. That's why he couldn't make lightweight.
But he went to Rio for this camp,
Yeah,
right?
he was in Rio. Dude, just go to, where's the best place? Probably to YouTube. And just check like the Mac Life or someone like that, where they've got his post-fight interview. Did you hear him talking about Corona? Like he got Corona in the camp, or like I think just before.
This one.
Yeah. It'll be. We'll have to find it. It's like halfway through, I think. It was quite hectic, dude. So he was saying like he was stuck in an apartment in Brazil for 10 days. Him, his wife, I think his mother-in-law and his 2 kids.
That's madness.
And you can't leave, dude, for shit. Can you? I mean, you've got 2 kids, dude. Just that alone is gonna be a fucking
drive me
nightmare.
crazy, dude.
And then you still got to get into a fight camp, dude. It's nuts. Get like go forward. Yeah, you can be bold. Yeah. Keep going. Wait. Oh yeah. Keep going. You're talking about the score. More. More. Yeah.
More?
Yeah. Keep going. Bro, how fucked was he? Keep going. How crazy were those scores, bro?
I don't know what that one judge was watching, dude. Like it seemed like a clear-cut decision for Dos Anjos. And I thought like maybe you could have said 49, 46. You could maybe have swung one to
that's
Felder.
being as generous
That's
as
being
possible.
generous, dude.
Like
When
maybe the second, maybe.
that one judge saw like 48, 47 to Felder, right? So what? Even Bisping on the commentary was like, I don't know what fight that judge was watching. The judge was obviously watching with the eyes closed.
And both other judges were 50-49.
Yeah.
You're like...
Well,
that is
50-45. Yeah.
I mean, 50-45. I'm like, that is a bit of a discrepancy, guys.
Whenever the round got a little bit close, Dos Anjos made sure he got a takedown in there, right?
Yeah.
So like almost every round, you'd give it to Dos Anjos.
Yeah, this is it, yeah. Yeah, dude. Like it was... You could see even poor Felder's face. that freaks me out when a fighter says something like that.
Mm.
I'm like, they must be cocks. Or check here, bro. His wife ended up in the hospital. Okay, that's all. Dude, how... like, I must be honest, I've never been the biggest fan of RDA. I can't tell you why. I just like it. He just doesn't translate to me. I love his style. I love watching him fight.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a, like, remember DC? Remember when everyone was booing DC back in the day?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like, great fighters, actually really good guys, but for whatever reason, I just don't click.
Yeah.
Kind of
I
the
suppose
same
that's
with
like with sports, you know.
Yeah, kind of the same with Paul Felder. Like, Paul Felder's a weird one to me. I don't know. Like, he seems like such a weird character.
Oh no, dude, I love Paul Felder.
Yeah, but
I actually like both of those oaks. I don't like Dos Anjos that much after my interactions with him earlier this year, but like I remember when he KO'd George Sotiropoulos. Remember that? Yes, you did. And he almost knee barred him from bottom half guard. He did like a transition over to the far knee and almost knee barred him. Like, I love watching RDA fights. It's just, yeah.
Dude, but you know what? This dude is...
And Felder's awesome, dude.
I think, Felder's a machine, dude. He's an absolute animal. But like, after watching him perform, for a dude to go from retirement, because everyone forgets he was retired.
Yeah.
Hasn't been
for
in
like 3 days.
Yeah. Hasn't been in an MMA gym for 4 months. He's been getting ready for triathlon on 5 days. Look, the thing is, I always have a bit of a concern when they say 5 days, because things have happened for a few days before. So you kind of know a little bit before, but it gets official on 5 days, whatever. Still fucking crazy. To go in there, not only survive 5 fucking rounds, bro.
With a murderer. A guy that was the champ.
Yeah, dude, with a murderer. But still, like, fucking stick up your hand in almost every single round, bro. And then the grappling exchanges. All of the grappling that he had to go through when you haven't been grappling, dude. Fuck me.
And when you're not actually a grappler to start with.
Yeah, exactly. He's an absolute animal. And he's like, dude, like, his whole face is like cut open in the post-fight, and he's like, I don't even think he knows, bro. Like, his whole face is like falling apart, and he's just like, yeah, cool, I'm here to stay, I'm back definitely.
Did you see when
yes,
Dos Anjos caught him with that one that glanced over his thing?
And he like looks at it, and he's like,
oh,
come on, man. What a legend.
I remember when they announced Felder was coming. The first time I heard of Felder was when they announced he was coming into the UFC. Then I quickly went and watched some of his fights leading up to the UFC before his debut. Yeah, see, that oak was murdering guys in the regional scene, dude. He just knocking oaks out left, right, and center. That's a decent career, dude.
Please go to RDA's career. I mean, I think you've spoken about this quite a few times. Like, somebody in the UFC does not like RDA.
No ways, dude. He's pissed someone off, right? And it's just been like, okay, cool. This is a future champion. Have him. Cool. You lose. Okay, he has the next future champion. Yeah, have him. Cool. You lose. He has the next future, and that's all they keep doing to him.
Is this? This must be Felder.
That's Felder.
Dos Anjos.
No, Dos Anjos didn't fight Anthony Njokuani.
Okay, so let's go from here, bro.
Okay.
Go.
No, you're right.
Okay, so he fought Evan Dunham. Go back down. Look at even his earlier fights.
Dude, Njokuani in striking.
Easton Tabau. Clay Guida.
George Sotiropoulos. I mean, George Sotiropoulos was earmarked to be the first Aussie champ. He was a 10 planet black belt. Remember that? Like, there was a whole like build up. Kamal Shalaris was with Duke Rufus at that stage, if I'm not mistaken. Njokuani is a killer. Mark Bocek was also phenomenal, dude.
Yeah. I remember Mark Bocek.
Dunham, yes, Cerrone.
Khabib. Jason Ha.
Khabib.
Keep going. And now it's going to start to get juicy, bro. Benson
Was
Henderson.
Jason Ha the guy that got cut for hitting the ref or pushing the ref?
You might be right. So look at this, bro, from here.
Yes, former champ.
Benson Henderson, Nate Diaz, Anthony
Former
Pettis,
champ.
Cowboy
Hold on, I
again.
clicked something. Yep, I clicked Nate Diaz, sorry.
God damn it. Okay, so Donald Cerrone again. McGregor, hold up. Take Eddie Alvarez, Tony Ferguson. Safadine is also...
Yeah, we'll give you a mulligan there, quickly, Safadine. Doop.
Yeah. But
then
Safadine's a beast as well, dude.
No, he's good. But then Magny,
Look at
who was
this,
on
bro.
one of the longest win streaks in UFC history in 1 year.
Let's drill something crazy.
Hey,
He took like 7 fights and won all of them in like a year or something stupid.
Robbie Lawler, Colby, Kamaru, Kevin Lee, Leon Edwards, Chiesa, who's huge,
Yeah.
and then
Felder.
Islam Makhachev, and cool, he's out, so we're gonna give you Paul Felder. Dude, that is. What's crazy is how many of those he's won, dude.
And now he's going to fight Cerrone in a grappling bout. I got a question.
I actually can't wait to see
Who
that,
gave
bro.
Cerrone a black belt? I saw he's wearing a Gracie Barra
Really?
gi with a black belt on. I remember seeing him at one stage with a
The
brown
dudes from
belt.
Four Ways.
Yeah, dude. I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, don't be ugly.
Just
I'm not
Google who
being ugly,
gave
just being
Cerrone his
funny.
black belt. Don't get me wrong, Cerrone can definitely grapple.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what he did to Miles Jury, and Jury's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Dude, I remember like watching vintage Cowboy Cerrone. Like his guard has always just been ridiculous. Sure, bless you. Jesus, boy.
That wasn't me.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Look, he's laughing. Look at him. That wasn't me. I'm not even.
I mean,
Little-
you're the only
little
guy
throat-
eating
little throat bop.
He's
was
the only guy here eating
Well, you are-
ice cream.
Yeah, you're a
While
grown
we're on
man.
air.
You're a grown man eating ice cream on a podcast.
Firstly, Warren introduced me to Paul's ice cream.
Oh, dude, it's
so-
the bee's knees. Make no mistake.
Exactly. So
There's one right on the road from me. I have to walk past like every day. So,
I get the
Oh,
healthy
they're
ones.
in.
in the Hearst.
The healthy ones taste amazing.
They do.
Yeah, they're like
Not
sugar
pretty
free.
good.
Yeah, this is a
xylitol.
healthy peanut butter
Yeah.
one. It's really good, and it doesn't.
What? You bought one of those in here?
No, I
peanut butter
bought
is
this.
like my
exactly,
favorite
dude.
shit ever.
No, I
dude.
bought
I
this over
introduced.
the.
He just told you I introduced it to him, and
I
I
bought
Look,
this
you know
over
what,
the
boy?
weekend.
I'm actually not even cross. I'm just disappointed.
I bought it over the weekend, and then I forgot about it in the fridge. If I had been at the shops with the pause, I would have bought everyone one.
Mm.
Like
Well, you
the
were there.
story.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, he got it after 202.
From who? Elliot Marshall.
Elliot Marshall. He's like
Okay.
Bushesh's
He-
opponent.
He used to be in the UFC. He runs what's the Denver-based Elevation. He used to run
Yeah.
Elevation Fight Team. He's made it into ADCC. He's a Henzo Gracie black belt, if I'm not mistaken, or part
Okay.
of that system's black belt.
The Jiu-Jitsu Encyclopedia.
He used to be TJ's jiu-jitsu coach when TJ was up in Colorado. Yeah, like a legit guy, like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
legit grappler.
I can't wait to see Cowboy in a grappling match, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
I wonder how good he's gonna
That card is so stacked.
Him
dude.
versus RDA is fucking such a cool grappling fight.
Who's Johnson fighting?
Verdum.
For Doom. Also,
Dude,
and then Mason Fowler versus Satoshi Ishii.
yeah.
be. That is a powerful.
Felicia
headshot.
Spencer versus that 10 planet chick.
Yeah, Felicia
Amanda
Spencer's
Lyon.
supposed to be also like a grappling phenom, man.
Yeah.
How did she
Yes,
do
he-
against
Derek Lewis.
Cyborg murdered her.
Hey?
Like, literally murdered her.
But Cyborg just got her black belt from Cobrinha.
Cobrina, yeah.
Derek,
Let me tell you,
Can you
Cobrina's
imagine-
mat is a brutal mat to be a black belt on, dude.
imagine being under Derek Lewis's side control, dude.
Just.
I think Ryan Bader's going to smash him, dude.
Do the promotions give the fighters like a pass to compete in these things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
It's on,
have to.
it's on Fight Pass, number 1. Number 2, it's not an MMA event. So some of them have exclusivity on all combat sports, and some of them don't have exclusivity.
But Derek Lewis, but he's got a fight coming up. Oh, no, that'll be finished. Because he's fighting... Who's he fighting? Blades?
Yeah.
I think that'll happen before this event, though.
Oh,
'Cause
this
this
is
is
going
end
to
of
be
the
so
year,
good. Yeah, it's 20th of December.
Oh, dude, this is going to be so sick.
Oh, it's going to be good.
It's so, I love shit like this.
Mm.
Like, this gets me going. Like, Quintet. I miss Quintet so badly. I love that
Quintet was great, dude.
But-
Eddie Bravo International was my favorite to watch of all
shit.
time,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
But then, like,
He went combat jiu-jitsu.
yeah, they're like gone hardcore combat jiu-jitsu.
That's
they're
all
not,
that happens.
They're not
It doesn't
interested.
do.
They're not interested in EBI anymore. And from what I've heard and what I understand, like reading articles about it, is that the EBI was way more profitable than the combat jiu-jitsu. But they're just so adamant that combat jiu-jitsu is the next thing. So I don't know.
I don't care for combat jiu-jitsu at all.
Well,
Like, I don't
the
dig it at
jiu-jitsu
all.
world's exploding at the moment, right? There's so many like pro events.
Yeah.
There's money like getting thrown around. There's sponsors coming on board. Like surely, you started that professional jiu-jitsu scene. Like, why like jump ship when it's getting good? So I don't understand it.
Yeah, it
Aliens.
was weird. Yeah, I think Eddie's probably lost the plot a little bit.
Aliens.
China. I've told the story before. He literally has a 1 hour talk to you between warm ups. I don't know why you do warm ups if you're gonna just cool down anyway before you start rolling and doing the technique. 1 hour, dude. Eventually, I couldn't even like concentrate. He's the one dude that I rolled in the first round. He was dorsing against the cage wall like the whole way through it. I was like, yes, see, like you would never do that on like a conventional jiu-jitsu gym, like. And that whole place smelled so strong of weed, dude. Like those oaks were so high, and we have to listen to Eddie talk for 1 hour. I was ice cold by the time we got to roll.
Dude, my first.
And you guys didn't even know the warm ups.
Oh yes, so we made sure that we won the warm ups. If the warm ups was a tournament, Don and myself won the warm ups.
Dude,
What was embarrassing for Eddie is like he like tells the thing, and then he says, okay, so we're gonna do warm up F now. You know, can someone demonstrate it quickly? And then one of his brown belts come up, and he's like, one of his brown belts can't do the warm up, and he's like, no, but you have to do this crackdown and this thing and this thing and the next thing. He's like, how do you not know this? And then like he calls the next one. The next oak didn't know it either. I was like,
like why?
and then
so
Don and
many
myself saw
warm-ups?
one bit of it, and we're like, fuck these guys, we're gonna do better than all of them.
Oh, it's super weird. The first place where I started training jiu-jitsu, like the professor, he's legit, but dude,
No names mentioned.
yeah, no, dude. Afterwards, there was always a lecture, bro. Like some sort of lecture, often followed by, go check out my free ebook.
You know the thing is, right?
Did he
It's
really
just
used to try to sell the
There is
ebook? his
Bro, I'm
books?
not even joking, dude. This is and like so you know, he filmed like his series of his jiu-jitsu, and like as soon as it was done, it was like every day he'd remind you, like, you know, you guys can go get the fundamentals now. It's available on my website. And like, you know, when you get there, you're sucking on that Kool-Aid, boy. You're like, cool, I'm gonna fucking do that shit. I'm gonna buy that
When you
shit.
commit to a system, like
You
you,
know what
want
I'm
to get
saying?
like deep into that system.
And then
Yeah,
like
we
4
go.
months go by, and you just sit there and you're like, there's something strange going on here.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
because I went to JP Kruger's gym, bro, and I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever rolled with JP, and he's legit as it gets, bro, and his mat is legit as it gets, and fucking
Oh, this was one of the warm-ups we did.
This is F1, Warren.
He's got like a wall where they're all written up on there. It's like A, B, all the way up to like G, I think. And then like he always references it, but it's like just a list of techniques. And you know, Eddie's renamed every technique in jiu-jitsu. So you like sit there and you're like, you read it, it makes no sense. You see this guy doing it, and you're like, oh shit, it's a butterfly hook, and you sweep, you trap the arm and sweep, and then to a knee slice. But he's like renamed it to like 9 different other names. But half these folks don't even know the warm-ups. And the receptionist was so hectic about it. There's like, you can imagine this like young girl from Cape Town.
Yeah,
First job is in LA working at a jiu-jitsu gym. So she got so much attitude as well. But she got this like strong Cape Townian accent as well. And, you know, Don's like, what the fuck? Oh man.
this dude is crazy to me, bro. Also, like, you know that that mount escape out the back that he just did there now?
Yeah.
Bro, have you ever seen a guy like me try and do that?
Yeah, I know. It's not. I never show people that type of escape. It's like so circumstantial.
But anyway,
Dominator pass. Pre-stomp.
is that the warm up?
Yeah, dude, it's not a fuck around, right? And there's like one.
No
two-
wonder no one knows
So,
what it is. Look how much
so there's
is
like
there.
there's A to G, if I'm not mistaken, and then there's a level on each one of them. Like so, it'll be like it says it like G1, G2, G3, and then he's like, okay, today's warm ups are F4, C3, D1, and then you're like, you have to like, and then he'll quickly show it. But what was hilarious is that he had just given this lecture, like to the whole class, but like looking at Don and myself.
I've
right?
had one of those before.
You
Go
know,
to
like
a new gym
you
and
know, like
start
when you
heel
go to a
hooking
gym and they're
people.
like, guys, please cut your nails, and they're like looking at one person specifically. It was like that. It was like we're like, okay, we get it. We don't know the warm ups. And then when he started bringing his own like graded students up to like demonstrate, and they didn't know the warm ups. Like, yes.
That's fucking very strange. Sounds very culty.
Yeah, well, he didn't want anything to do with us until he heard that Don was in the UFC. Then he wanted all that action.
Crazy.
I still like it was enjoyable still. Like it's, I don't know if I'd go back, but yeah, it was cool.
So
The thing is, in LA, you got so
just
much
be
option,
warned
right?
when you go to 10th Planet, you youngsters out there.
You could literally drive down the road and go to Cabrinha, right?
Yeah.
You got one of the greatest jiu-jitsu players of all time, like in West Hollywood. Then downtown LA, you got Eddie. Then like as you go down that coast, it's just Leo Vieira, like Bushesha's in down that side as well. There's so many options. Like
Yeah, I just think 10th Planet's there's like a certain type of person that goes
yeah,
there.
definitely,
Yeah.
dude. If you want to like really get like involved in that system, then yeah, 100% go there. But like if you want to get like proper,
But also
tradition-
like if you're just like passing through, maybe that's not the place to go because there's so much shit you need to know. You know what I mean?
dude.
Like rather stick to a more traditional gym where you're gonna kind of understand what's going on.
That night we learned arm triangle from bottom half guard to arm triangle sweep to arm triangle from mount, and that was it.
3 hours later.
Advanced session for 3 hours was that.
That's very strange.
You did get an
But the
hour.
nice thing is that they spar every night,
Yeah.
10 rounds. That's nice. And you can see the guys are like sparring fit there. They don't look like athletes, but they'll get through the 10 rounds, no problem.
That's like me.
Yeah, I feel scammed if we don't do anything
Yes, you do.
like that, eh?
I hate a jiu-jitsu session without rolling, dude.
And they're like,
Yeah, it's
okay,
cocked.
guys, we're gonna do 10 minutes of positional, and then we're done. I'm like,
What?
okay.
That's why 60-minute sessions don't work anymore for jiu-jitsu.
Mm-mm.
You need a 90-minute session. A 90-minute session gives you enough time to. Also, you don't need like 20 techniques. You need one technique in
You
a
also
class.
don't need to run a 20-minute thing of running.
Dude,
push-ups,
I didn't
pull-ups.
come to the jiu-jitsu class to get fit. I came to the jiu-jitsu class to
Yeah.
learn jiu-jitsu, dude.
But you get warm from doing drills.
Yeah.
So
And also the jiu-jitsu is kind of the workout. Like you don't need to add a workout into the workout.
But I mean, if you know, like, we all attend adult classes. We're all adults, right? So if you come into that
Sure,
class
so-
and you've got an injury of some sort and you need to warm up, you got the opportunity to go and warm yourself up. You don't need a coach to come and tell you to warm up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my
Yeah.
opinion.
remember when we used to have Fali taking the sessions, and you'd have the 45-minute warm-up was like, it was vomit
It was
worthy.
brutal. You would vomit. Like, fit guys in the EFC would vomit from that type of thing.
No, dude.
Yeah. Craziness.
I remember the one dude who came out from Brazil, that Ilovo, and on a Saturday Ilovo had like what they deemed like a competition class. So it was all the guys that wanted to compete, and then they would go through a couple of things, and then this dude would take like a circuit, like a fitness circuit, which was pretty cool because that's what you were there to do. It was there it was a proper fucking class. You know what I'm saying? It was nuts, dude. This guy was doing some nuts shit, like handstand push-ups and fucking. There were ladders and also, but that was cool. And then we rolled for like between 10 and 12 rounds, depending on how it went. You know what I'm saying? Like that was cool. Like that's what the class was designed
Yeah.
to do, which is I think that making that like that sort of provision to say this is going to be this class on a Saturday morning, but we go hard. Like,
Yeah.
that's what happens. So if you come,
No, I agree
you
with
come
you.
ready
I
for
agree
that
with you.
shit.
My opinion though is that if you want to be fit for something, do that thing at like maximum
Yeah, yeah.
capacity to become fit for it.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? You can do all these ancillary strength and conditioning programs and whatever. But the ultimate thing to make you fit for jiu-jitsu is to do jiu-jitsu. The ultimate thing to make you fit for Muay Thai is to do Muay Thai. Like endless rounds at a higher pace. And you build up your capacity for it. There's only so many all these exercises are generally to replicate something in jiu-jitsu. Okay, then why don't we just do jiu-jitsu? Why don't we just do speed guard passing drills? That's way better than us doing this
Squats.
like weird like squat training with our partner on our shoulders. Like it doesn't make sense. Like we can actually hone our skills and become fitter at it. You know?
Yeah. Sure.
Anywho,
How do we get you?
I don't know. We went down
Submission
a jiu-jitsu
Underground,
rabbit
bro.
hole.
Submission Underground got us.
a bit of a tangent there.
Bastards.
I
Yeah.
forgot where we were. It started with Elliot Marshall.
No. It started before that. We were looking at
Donald
Submission
Cerrone's black
Underground. We were actually, and RDA
Yeah.
versus Cerrone in Submission Underground.
Okay, back to the MMA. Dana White Contender Series.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one for South African
Dude,
fans.
hit up. Let's have a look.
Our friend
See,
JP
this-
Bass
this
got
shows-
promoted to main event.
No, but this shows
JP
him
Albert
as-
Bass.
Cause check, this is the heavyweight fight before.
But if
Looks
you
like
watch
it's
the telecast this
Yeah,
weekend,
it
JP's
showed
name
him,
was
yeah.
on the... I don't think that main fight's happening anymore. I think
been-
it
you
got
might be
cancelled.
right.
Just scroll up. Who was the two? It was like a... I think there was like a Russian guy's name in there. There we go. Nick
Maximov.
Maximov versus Oscar Kota. Maximov's actually American.
Light
Yo.
heavyweight.
This guy looks pretty.
But I think it's been axed. I think if you go on the UFC website, I think it's been removed. And then JP and this Jacob Silva. JP was meant to fight that Nate guy originally.
Yeah.
Nate Smith.
And now he's fighting Jacob Silva.
And this is fun.
Yeah, see, JP's weight cut looked brutal.
Yeah, I want to go check.
Yo, it was... I mean, I don't know how brutal it was, but from the photo of him at the end of the weight cut, it looked like it took some serious work getting down there. I think the last time he was at flyweight was the last time he was on the Contender Series.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey Sanchez. Look at this. Yeah.
Give us some sound there, Ork.
I'm trying to. Oh, come on.
Just control and zoom out with the mouse.
He's got the mouse pad. I think
Oh.
that's what's causing the chaos. Here we go.
Having a great day.
This is
yeah.
going well.
Okay.
Bro, I think it's what you're doing on the actual mouse.
No, I
You're like clicking it weird.
Okay.
There we go.
110th time lucky.
Can you move your mouse so we can find the middle of JP's face?
JP also rocking a powerful mohawk, eh?
I thought it was a side path.
Was
Is
it?
that a mullet?
No, there's a mullet there, bro. Check.
Okay.
Look how skinny his legs look from here.
Yeah.
They're like...
JP's legs have never been that small. And,
And this guy is usually.
So go
this
go
guy's
to
probably
his,
95% quads.
Go to his stories, dude. There's that photo should still be up there. Oh, powerful. Share there. Go back the other way. Oh, that's very loud. I think that's the photo I was talking about.
I thought you were talking about the one of him laying on.
I'm gonna hit pause so we don't have to.
Just turn the sound down, dude.
I can't because it'll interfere with the things.
It's fine. We'll just be deaf. No, there's one later than this, I think. I think it was actually that one.
There's one of him laying on the ground, right?
I think that's
That
gone.
was Cheyenne's.
Oh, yeah.
Even this photo here on the right. This was before Wayne's. Yes.
Yes, he looks
dude.
shredded there, dude.
Dude is shredded. I'd love to actually ask him when this is over about his cut, because it looks like he had to go a long way
Yeah.
on his body at weigh-in, but like he doesn't seem like drained or anything. You know what I mean? It just looks crazy.
I think it's back.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's
this
it.
was freaky. This was
That
very
looked
freaky.
brutal.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't that bad. Like maybe it's just pictures.
Yeah, maybe you just decided to take a nap there like that.
Yeah, because they were saying it wasn't hectic. I think for the first one, and he was in a worse state. I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
So-
but my
Like
boy
to ask
JP's
him.
also got thick over the last 3 years, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
You don't
Lots of
train
weightlifting.
that much and
Bro, and it's also like there's nothing to cut there, dude.
mm,
Like it's just lean. Whole pile of leanness.
let's hope he puts a beating on this like tomorrow night.
No, get that contract.
It'll be Wednesday morning, eh?
Yeah.
The
Really?
little
And if he's the main event, it'll be close to like 4:05, I think.
Jacob.
But they don't show those on Supersport, right?
No, Fight Pass.
Jacob, the little cheeky animal, Silver.
We looked at this the other day, remember?
No,
We're
we
still
looked
saying
at,
his profile pics of him, someone taking his back.
Okay. That's not Joby, is it? No.
It says Roberto, boy.
I thought Joby maybe
Literally
was
doesn't even say
maybe
Joby.
it was a nickname. Okay.
I think Rourke's been sipping on some of that electric spinach over there, dude.
we on the good leaf here, boy. It's just CBD, boy. What's going on?
Sensitive to the
Don't
stuff.
panic. Oh, sorry. It's that
Ow.
CBD in your ears. Yeah, that's exciting.
What's the pink one again? Just show it.
Peach and geranium. No.
That's definitely the best one.
Did you just say peach and uranium?
Peach and
Geranium.
geranium.
Yes, you become nuclear in yeah.
Oh, you're looking purple.
Awesome. So what else is on the cards?
I'd dig for. I really hope JP gets that contract, dude.
How great would it be if we like? Because before there was that sick suplex, and then you had that guy's back forever. But imagine like 30 seconds, then just like, booping.
Just dollars in,
Sleeping.
but the technical
Technic-
term is dollar.
It takes a Dalla or Shire.
Just dollars.
What'll be
in
epic
six
is if
love.
JP gets gets onto the roster, and then they hit a little Africa card, and then you've got JP,
Yeah.
Drickus,
Don.
Don,
UAE, dude.
Dolce, no, even a UAE card. You do Africa versus
That-
the world, and then you stack all the like ex-Africans, you know, Adesanya, so forth.
Yeah.
Usman,
Those.
Ngannou. Again, Ngannou's legit, dude. He was in
Yeah,
in the
you
trenches
you
in
can
Cameroon.
Headline in Ngannou versus Stipe, and then start building all the Africans. You still got Sadiq.
Yeah.
You still got what's the dude with the big hair?
Rug.
Abdul Razak
Yeah,
Abdul Razak
Abdul.
Al Hassan.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer he's going to be around for.
He just got fucking murked. Holy
Yes, bro.
shit, dude.
He
We have to be able to find
that was a
that.
touch
Where
of
is
death.
Instagram
This
Instagram
weekend's
somewhere,
card.
Was
Or was
that
it Moley?
Check the UFC's, bro. Oh, the UFC's Instagrams, one of them.
I'm sure they have a replay of it. It was brutal.
You know
It's
what's
like still dosing.
yes, dude, it was hectic. Because like in real time, I was like, holy shit. And then they slow it down. I'm like, bro, this guy hardly even hit him here.
Well,
Then
yeah,
up,
it
up,
doesn't
in
even
the middle. That this
It doesn't even look like he really got going.
dude.
No, don't give us photos.
No, what are you talking about?
Don't be ugly like that.
Try UFC Europe. Oh no, wait, just go down here. Let's check, dude. Like he throws. It's a right hand, but it's like almost like a little shovel. No,
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
gonna
I
show
haven't
it.
got the video of it.
Try UFC Europe, dude. Sometimes you get lucky, but they don't want to give away that video for free. They
Yeah.
want you to go and watch it, bastards. Or Valentina, keep going, down.
When was this? Oh.
No, it's coming up this weekend.
There's Bisping reacting. Go back there because that's the actual knockout. Maybe they'll show it up again. There, yeah. No, it's just him. See, they won't show it. This
When your name is Chaos, then you already know.
Chaos with a K,
Holy
my man.
smokes.
Chaos with a K. He spells it just like the Monster Energy drink.
Yeah,
His second name's Kyle.
they won't show it, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to like YouTube it or something.
Watch how many times I'm gonna go through this thing.
There it is.
Oh, this is great quality.
Oh!
So he throws the right hand and the right hand again. Oh no, he
No.
feints it.
He went 1, 2, 3, but like he really knocked him out on the 2.
Holy shit. That
Okay.
dude's just knocking us out though.
Thing is, like, it was such a static fight. They both had no footwork. And then, like, they're just moving slowly. It looked like nothing was happening. And it was like, doof.
What weight
Gone.
division is that?
Dossies.
I think it was welterweight, eh?
Okay.
Chaos Williams.
Our only Ghanaian fighter in the UFC.
Yeah, and he just got sparked.
Just got
He's
starched.
Yeah,
Cheers.
it's unfortunate. Oh, there's old the goat, hey boy. You don't agree with that statement. Fabrizio signed for PFL. These oaks apparently made Drickus like a very lucrative offer. And he was like, nah, I'm out of here.
I didn't even know that he was part of the PFL now.
Yeah, this was just announced now.
Yes, he wants that $1 million payday, eh?
Who will he fight there, bro? I have no idea about
Rory
that.
Vinny
McDonald.
Magalesh. Vinny Magalesh.
Rory McDonald.
You could they were actually a genius, right?
Yeah.
Vinny just lost the heavyweight Grand Prix, right? Vinny and Fabricio had an epic ADCC match where Vinny wouldn't submit to the armbar, right? It looked like his arm was broken, but he was 100% fine. You could land up like setting that thing up for the finals.
Sure.
That could be epic. You have the two best heavyweight grapplers in MMA go at it for the PFL $1 million title. Good work. Yo,
Very clever.
PFL are definitely not testing anyone in that spot, eh?
This is UFD.
Yo.
Is it? I think it is, eh?
This guy's got
a couple of bodybuilders here, bro.
That's an 8-pack, China.
this guy's got abs from his chest to his
Yes,
toes.
bro. he's,
You think when
he's all chest and abs,
you
bro.
can't see here because his legs are cut off, but he doesn't have that like thing on his quads where it goes into that V, right? It's more abs.
Just
It
abs
runs
all the way
his
down.
legs.
16-pack.
The dude on the right looks like Joe Duffy if he was on.
That dude on the right's probably jacked, right? But he's standing next to old Hercules over there, so he looks like a midget.
What?
What are you on?
I
Those
went
looks,
onto this
he followed it like a PFL.
Uh,
because I wanted to try find the actual
Like,
PFL
this page loves Fabrizio Verdum.
yeah,
big
obviously.
pages.
Like the baked Max Holloway handle.
Oh, I love that shit, dude. I love that shit. Fabrizio. Still doing the damn thing.
Okay.
I mean, do you...
That was that noise again.
I
That
promise
wasn't
it
me.
I
You're busy
promise
drinking, Rourke.
It wasn't me.
You're busy drinking.
One. Stop lying.
I was busy talking, dude.
Pull yourself together.
This like, dude, he's been sipping on some moonshine over there.
Yolk's on a different level.
Where were we at there? I was in the middle of a sentence, Rourke, and you cut me off.
with your throat farting.
Oh,
Your throat
man,
farting
this
is
just one
distracting.
I was
big
going to
waffle
say,
episode.
Fabrizio is definitely in that conversation for greatest heavyweights of all time, right?
Yeah.
Well, he derailed the
Fatal.
hype train, right? Then
Cain
he
Velasquez,
he dethroned Kane, which was massive. He also
Yeah, dude. He destroyed
How
Kane.
do you get
And
past-
that was in Mexico City, eh?
it was in Mexico City. Kane lasted all of
Dude,
15 seconds.
Fucking put a whomping on Kane in Mexico City, dude. Come on, bro. That's fucking...
I know, but then
He was in Pride.
Stipe knocked him out, so then Stipe is technically then the linear goat.
Well, he's...
No,
Stipe,
we're not worried
Stipe
about
is in the conversation,
Yeah, he's
for
definitely
sure.
in the conversation.
I think, well, it depends how far you want to go. I think your top four would be Fabrizio,
Fedor.
Cain Velasquez, Fedor, and Stipe.
And DC.
Don't you
How
dare.
do you put
Don't
DC
you
in that
dare, Ross.
conversation?
Because DC
Don't
beat
you
Stipe,
dare.
so therefore DC
This is cuck MMA maths you're trying to apply here.
It's linear.
Hold on.
Linear.
DC was never even the best light heavyweight. He needed
But
someone
that's
taken out.
unfortunate.
Then he was not
He's
really.
the
Stipe
no, but
beat him
everyone
twice,
can agree
bro.
that he's the second goat of the light heavyweight division. Right?
Listen,
and
the
also
only-
the second goat of the heavyweight division.
The only
Third
re-
goat of the
the
No,
heavyweight.
only
you
reason
could call
he-
him second because
Third.
no, second because
DC.
Stipe, Verdum
Hang
beat
on.
Fedor and no, hear me out. Verdum beat Fedor and
Cuck,
Oh
man.
my
no, yeah,
goodness.
Rock, this
beat
is...
Fedor.
Boy, you're going to embarrass
Kane.
This
yourself.
dude was homeschooled, dude. Can you see that?
Stipe, that's ugly. Stipe.
They obviously
They-
didn't cover.
Wait,
They didn't
hang
cover
on.
MMA math in
Are
his
you,
math.
are you trying to... Okay, I hear what you're saying. Because someone beat someone who beat someone who beat someone.
He's the linear
Listen,
second place goat.
Are you trying to say that DC is ranked higher as a heavyweight than Fedor? Is that what you're saying? I just want everyone to
no,
understand.
I
this.
reckon he's like fourth.
Who? Fedor?
You just
DC.
said
You
DC.
said
Mas-
second, bro.
you said DC has got an argument to be the second goat of heavyweight. Now he's
No, he's the
relegated to
goat.
fourth.
He's the fourth goat.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, Rock. I think you've had enough CBD for tonight.
I
bro.
think
So relaxed right now.
Randy Couture is higher than
Mm.
DC. I think Josh Barnett's higher than DC. I think Arlovsky's higher than DC pre to his return. Because remember,
now
Steroid Orlovsky was definitely
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Andre
Dude,
was
that-
never on steroids.
dude. And then there was like many oaks that you could still throw into that conversation before DC is the.
No.
So now what
Sorry,
happens
boy.
if Jones goes up now?
DC's the goat.
and then beats
one of the-
Stipe.
one of the
Does he
goat's
become
nice
then
guys.
the goat of...
No, well he has to. He
I
has to
suppose
go.
he's the overall goat, so he doesn't need to do...
I
But
think
Jones-
if Jones
he's
went
never
up
been
and
the
like
GOAT.
won the title, defended it 2 or 3 times, then he would definitely be the undeniable GOAT of all MMA.
What is the record for the most consecutive title defenses at heavyweight? It's
I
not
think
a lot. It's like
Stipe.
3.
Stipe, yeah.
Stipe.
It's like, so Stipe holds, I think it's like 5 maybe now. Stipe. Dude, you know what? On Saturday, my training session in the sweat garage downstairs, I decided to go back and it was all vintage Jones. And he's one, without a doubt, the GOAT.
Where did you start? Bonner or earlier?
No. So I had a little mix up. Like I wanted to watch Shogun, Machida. What else did I
Rashad.
watch? Rashad I watched. Yeah, that was tough
Quinton.
to watch. Rampage.
Yeah, 3 and 2.
Who did he?
Okay, this is consecutive
Was it
title
Sh-
defenses.
Yeah, but I think Stipe now goes back up because he's got the 4. And remember, Couture had 2 series of being the heavyweight champion.
And the record for lightweight also only like 3, hey? Because
Lightweight?
BJ Penn...
No ways, dude.
BJ Penn went on a tear for a while,
BJ
right?
Penn was on 3. No, I'm talking about... Yeah,
Title defenses.
Yeah.
I'll show you now.
So they don't count the first one. They count
Yeah.
every defense
yeah,
from there
yeah.
on. So Stipe,
Yeah, check. Randy Couture. Oh, this is title bout wins.
yeah.
6.
Tim Sylvia.
Tim Sylvia. Yes, you have to put Tim Sylvia above DC.
Okay, so DC's like the 6th or 7th.
I know Stipe.
Orlovsky, what did I say?
Stipe
Orlovsky's in
held
there.
Stipe held the record.
You have to have Brock higher than DC in the heavyweight. Brock came. He was only like 2 fights into his career, and
Okay,
he
so
smashed the
one,
heavyweight
What about
championship.
Nogueira,
4,
dude? Are you
5,
joking?
6, 7.
Oh.
Okay, he's the 8th go to the UFC's heavyweight division.
Okay, boy, we'll give him the 8th. We can all agree on 8.
Most consecutive is 3.
Or you have to throw for Doom up there above him, so now he's down to 9.
See, everywhere you go, you see Stipe, dude. The GOAT. The real GOAT.
Aha, that's what I'm looking for.
Guy fights fires on the daily, bro, and comes into the UFC and beats everybody.
Well, that's the thing. He's actually a semi-part-time fighter,
Yeah.
where all these oaks are doing it full tilt.
And he has the best Irish
This is what
stance
I'm
you've
looking
ever seen.
for.
What are you looking for here exactly?
Yeah, there we go. BJ Penn 4.
BJ Penn 4. Yeah, I knew the 4,
And
4 has
Benson.
been is the tied longest title defenses record.
Well, it's
in the
3.
lightweight
It's 3
division.
defenses, 1 win.
Because I know Benson tied BJ, and obviously Khabib's done the same now as well. And Frankie, actually, that's another one. Frankie did it as well.
No, well, he didn't. He only got 2 defenses.
3 plus.
What's 3 plus 1? He won what
He beat BJ twice, maybe. It's 3 plus 1.
Yeah, but it wasn't defenses though.
No, that says this one is
Total bouts 1, yeah.
total.
Go see what the asterisk is. Scroll down.
I tried to. I click it and it takes me to the
No, just scroll down.
Where?
There'll be an asterisk. It'll tell you what there.
yeah.
Graham Maynard was a split draw.
Okay.
So on a split draw, the champion keeps the belt. But he didn't win the fight.
Interesting.
Always read the notes, dude.
Okay, so then the go to the lightweight division. Split 4
Boy,
ways.
Boy,
BJ.
we're not gonna
Vintage BJ, dude.
Go. We're not gonna go down every
Well, I
weight
suppose
class
he was
and
the one.
make a goat here.
Yeah.
Licking the blood off his
I
gloves.
want to find that right now.
Murdering guys with rear naked choke. It was just...
And now he's murdering guys in bars.
Yeah, apparently so.
Didn't he get knocked out? No, he knocked someone out.
I think he
No,
did get
he got knocked out in
them
one of
as
the
well.
videos, dude. Hawaii's not the place to just go fuck around,
My
right?
favorite was that documentary they made him to try and get that second title fight with GSP.
Well, it was the
And
title.
it-
It was the documentary for the title.
Yeah, and then it was like the entire time basically hinting that GSP was on the juice.
Yeah.
And then they went. They obviously never got permission from the UFC.
But
to play
BJ is
active
also
footage.
not actually like 100% there, right? He was saying that when Dolce came to do his weight cut, Dolce wanted to give him a IV to rehydrate, and he said that was performance enhancing drugs. And Dolce's like, Mark Dolce's like, we're just rehydrating you. Yes, he vintage Jason Perillo as well.
These Ruka shirts with the Hawaiian Islands on it was sick.
I'm wearing a
But
pants with the Hawaiian Islands
he's
on
wearing
right
like
now.
a large and he's like a small to medium.
He was the first UFC fighter I knew about.
Yeah, he was an animal, dude. Look, he still had hair here, bro.
People forget like Ruka. The gym that you see all these guys fighting at, that was built just so BJ could train for a UFC fight, right? That Ruka decided. I think Ruka had him, Fedor, and Vitor at one stage, were
Yeah.
the three main like icons, and then BJ needed a place to train in mainland America, so Pat built the Ruka Training Center.
Dude.
Now that place is at how many champions come through those doors?
I'm gonna just mute this and we can play it. Background.
Some heavy punk rock, bro, in the background.
Well, do you remember like the early UFCs up
cheers,
to like
Mike Hughes.
100? It was just this
Yeah.
death metal, like "Wah!"
Do you remember the intro? They were like all this gladiator like skirt things.
Yeah,
The guys with the
dude,
swords.
I'm
It
pretty
was
sure.
awesome.
I'm pretty sure that the pay-per-view still
Oh.
bangs out to that song, that same song. Like it's been playing for years.
It does.
It does, eh?
Or the vintage black belt BJ Penn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, if I had to
That's
do that now
GSP.
with my right leg, oh my god, that thing would just snap, dude.
People forget he was the first non-Brazilian to win a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world
Mundials.
title.
The original Mundials, right?
Yeah.
The ones in Rio. It used to be run by the CBJJ. After 3 years of jiu-jitsu, he went to
Yeah,
Brazil
so
and won.
didn't he get his? Isn't he like the
Hey,
fastest guy to ever get a black
Yeah,
belt?
dude. He was.
3 years.
I think he was. I think his black belt is from Andre Pederneiras, and then but he was training at Half Gracie Jiu Jitsu for a while, and there was like a big fallout there. But yeah, like the OGs, eh? Yo,
I'm sad.
I remember I used to buy every BJ Penn,
Yeah.
everything.
I
Like,
remember.
MMA was still very different, yeah.
I only
Very-
recently just
Oh, cheers, bro.
I only recently just gave all my instructional books to the FFM library there. But it was like anything that had BJ Penn in it, I'd immediately purchase that thing. Oh, I was so happy when he knocked out Matt Hughes. Oh. I don't understand how his striking went backwards from there.
Took too many shots, dude.
Yes, he's just dropping oaks left, right, and center.
He's an animal, eh? Absolute animal. But for sure, please don't ever fight again.
So you're saying he's the lightweight goat here?
At the moment, yes.
But
My personal lightweight goat.
I think he beat enough of the best guys in that division. Oh, I don't know.
Well, he has the longest, he has the most defenses, number one. Number two, his reign was one of the longest reigns in the UFC in terms of how long he was in that division.
Yeah.
He also went up to welterweight. So I don't know, BJ would be my guy.
That's just,
At featherweight,
it's Aldo.
you have to have Aldo there at the moment.
And Faber.
Holloway was closing in fast at one
Yeah.
stage. So. Faber was the best that was never in the UFC. Like,
But I suppose that was the UFC featherweight division.
it was, but it wasn't. It was, but it wasn't.
Almighty
I hear you.
Mike Brown.
A lot of people forget that we never had anything lower than lightweight in the UFC for a long time. And when they introduced the featherweight division, everyone was like, "Whoa, this is getting. These guys are too small."
Too small.
Now we're talking about flyweight. We've like gone bantamweight, flyweight now.
One's got the smaller weight, the atom weight. isn't
Yeah.
it?
Hey, technically,
Chris Cyborg.
Cyborg's the lady featherweight goat, eh?
Yeah.
Well,
10
definitely.
title bouts.
In fairness, you probably have to. I mean, I know everyone says Amanda Nunes, but Chris has been top of the ladies division for decades.
For an eternity.
Yeah, right. So I mean, before there was even ladies in the UFC, she was the best female fighter in the world. She beat Gina Carano. The only way to describe what she did to Gina, she smushed her with punches,
This
right?
is actually missing a number. Cyborg's Bellator.
She's got 2 Bellator wins now.
Yeah, so 12.
Yeah. So I mean, you definitely have to put Chris as female GOAT, but then Amanda's done well because she
Yeah.
beat all the GOATs to do it. The only person that Chris doesn't have on her name is Amanda and Ronda.
The thing with Amanda as well is like she stopped all of those people as well. Like stopped them. You know what I'm saying? Like when you like yeah, the Cyborg one's a bit frustrating because there was obviously something going on there. You know what I mean? Whether it was game plan or emotions or whatever. But
I just think she got caught. It's like MMA, right?
Yeah.
She just got caught.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say what would happen second time around in a fight, or to say that the result would be the same the second time around when they get knocked out so early. You know.
Yeah, you also get that like mulligan to learn what not to do.
But I mean, you look at like Nunes. She lost to Kat Zingano like fairly early in her UFC career. At that stage, Chris was already the number 1 female fighter. I know everyone was Ronda, but Ronda didn't like, you know.
She just galvanized, bro. That was the thing.
Yeah, she did well with the people. But the first like decent striker she was given, she was flatlined, right?
Yeah.
Head kick.
And then she fought another decent striker and got flatlined again. You know, it's
Head movement.
yeah.
Was
Head
key for
movement.
that.
Problem is she was great on pads and
I
she
love
looked
that
like a decent boxer on pads, but it was just flashy pads.
Yeah.
And I mean, we don't
That's
have to go down the rabbit hole of
there was
Edmund Taverdian's cornering
There was a
abilities.
boxing trainer I used to train with, super old school dude, Mick Castellan.
Oh yeah, he's there at when you on your way to
Harlan's.
Rosebank, you see it.
Hans,
Yeah,
yeah.
Past St Mary's and there.
Yeah. And he would always say to me, he's like, the best tool for any boxer is this, and he would like hold the heavy bag. He's like, these pads, I can make anybody look like a world champion with pads.
Yeah, 100%. Flashy pads.
Yeah, you were saying anybody can look like a world champion.
Yeah.
I know how to hold the pads. I can make you look like a world beater, but it's like the heavy bag doesn't lie.
Well, the thing is, when they go and do these open workouts and then they're holding pads for the fighters, it's all like choreographed combinations that they know, you know, and often they're like very long combinations, like combinations that you wouldn't normally see in an MMA fight. Like, you don't generally get over like 3 or 4 strike combos in MMA, right?
Wait, you don't throw 10 strike combo?
But then you see like this person on pads going like
that's why I always do those long
55 punch
combos.
combo, and you're like, wow, that's never going to happen in the
and
actual
with a
fight.
spinning elbow at the end.
Yeah, it's like weird. And none of it's like reactive. Sometimes when you watch Dwayne hold for TJ or those guys, or like some of the coaches like Mark Henry, when he holds for the guys, there's like a lot of reactive stuff that they do
Yeah.
that obviously is super beneficial. But you can see it in those fighters. They're great strikers, right? But then you get some of these like boxing coaches that have come over to MMA and they're doing this flashy pad work. And Ronda, obviously, she didn't understand distance management and striking, number one. She didn't actually understand lateral movement. She walked... I don't know if you guys remember, she got like rocked by Holly and then she tried to come and throw a big one over and like fell onto her knees.
I just want to... The camera's battery's going to die. Let's see.
Are you for a pause?
A little pause.
Time out.
Rourke's gonna quickly run and get us a Paul's homemade ice cream.
I see, I'm feeling very sleazy.
Problem solved. I do apologise.
That's all good.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah. I mean, so you remember, like, Ronda came and she tried to throw a big shot and then she actually fell to her knees. She was so, like, destroyed and then that head kick just came out of...
Sorry, boy.
Home got
Bro, that... I'm talking from experience here. If you lean back
Oh,
anymore,
you're going...
that thing's going to snap and you're going to fucking see your duodenum, pal. That is not a lounger, my man. You know how many times I've done that in my office, bro? Just you fucking bail.
Should have left, though. It would have been hilarious.
But I was just worried he's going to crack his head open. How have I not been this low? Whole show. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
Ronda got
No, it's
cracked.
not, that's pretty much the end of the story, you know?
My best is that that dude who makes the animations.
Oh, the one with the big head.
Fuja, whatever. Go into Instagram, and like he always has like these reoccurring things, and it's like people were talking, and then like GSP will arrive like, okay, I'm coming back. And then
I am not impressed by your performance.
one of those things. And he's got also like, what's the other one now with Romero? And he's like, my good Miss Bing, where are you? And then he steals something and he like dances.
No,
off.
gay Jesus.
Oh fuck. Go just start typing and search the F, like FU.
Hey, another South African fighting tomorrow.
Is it Pumi and Kuta?
Where's he on? CFFC.
I don't understand how Bellator, right?
I don't understand how this dude is not in the UFC yet, bro.
Well, he's literally had one fight, but I mean, I hear you.
We're not biased at all towards
I don't
South Africa.
I don't understand how Bellator come into your region, they give you a one fight contract, you destroy your opponent, and then you don't get another fight with them.
Yeah, I don't know. Very
Especially with someone like Pumi, like you could say, oh, international fighter, South African. You know, he's like super marketable.
Yeah. Bang.
Where does he train
So
out?
he's at
He trains
Law.
with Aljo.
it's a Longman,
Yeah.
Longo and Weidman MMA. He was Marab Devashali's main training partner for his last fight.
Oh,
ugly.
dude.
That's not nice.
That shoulder's gone, eh?
Yeah.
Gone.
He's a flyweight, eh?
Yeah.
Like you would have expected that he would have got that Bellator contract.
Definitely. There's old Diashvili.
That oak's got a gas tank of note, eh?
Yes, dude.
That oak just never stops.
They don't make them soft out there in Georgia.
Obviously not.
Okay. Where are we going?
If you?
I can't even remember the oak's name. Try FO. Fuck's sakes. No. Why can't I even remember the oak's name? Just go to YouTube, boy. What are you pulling up there?
No, I'm not trying to. That's the trackpad.
Yes, you and the trackpad are not having a good day, hey?
No. I saw it here on your recommended list.
Did it?
Yeah. Where was it? There.
There, yeah. Mujahid, sorry. I don't know where I had FU. Yes, some of these, like sometimes at night, you know, like I like get my iPad out before bed. I'm like, I don't want to watch something that's long, and then I watch 4 hours of this shit, dude.
I always think that, and then I get into 60 Minutes Australia.
I love this, bro.
Oh. Yes, he just averted trouble again now recently,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
He was meant to cycle the ocean with the Queen of Monaco, or the Princess of Monaco, I don't know what she's referred to as. And then he was accused of sexual assault in Monaco.
Yeah. Was it not in Greece?
I don't know. Well, he was training in Monaco with the princess.
Dude, I honestly,
This guy's got way too much time on his hands.
firstly, because like that, what RDA is saying is from the weekend, like,
Yeah.
and it's already going, dude.
So, what
Oh,
you
I
reckon?
love that shit.
You reckon They do RDA Conor if Conor beats Poirier.
They're never doing RDA Conor, dude. That is not happening.
Well, Conor says he's open to it, right?
It's not going to happen. Danny's going to be like, yeah, cool. Step aside.
Ferguson was talking about fighting Chandler.
It is the fight, bro. It has to be. It has to be.
It's also weird, like...
It makes the most sense.
You don't know what the UFC is playing at, right? You bring in the lightweight goat of Bellator. You bring him in, you give him an immediate title shot if someone pulls out, right? Now, what are you going to try and prove with that? You're going to try and prove that this guy doesn't belong with the elite of your division, or does it backfire on you?
Sorry.
Or does it backfire on you and he comes and murks your champion? Now all of a sudden they're like, oh, hold on a second, maybe Bellator has got some of the best guys in the world, and then you're like, like let one of like the gatekeepers derail his hype train. That's what they did with Eddie, right? They were like, okay, you're gonna come here, we're gonna let one of our decent guys derail your hype train, and then we're gonna build you up as a UFC fighter rather than the Bellator fighter that you were known for.
Let's just have a look at Tony Ferguson's golf swing here quickly, boy. I'm very interested in seeing this. This already looks awkward. Oh my god. Can't believe I got
Dude,
sucked
he
into that.
definitely has to be the new king of cringe.
Fuck, dude. Dude, you know, like, so you've got McGregor Poirier, it looks like that's done. It's still not 100% done. From Conor's side, from what I understand, it's not done. Then you've got Gaethje, Tony Ferguson, Chandler, Dan Hooker.
It's a deep division.
Like, what do you do with Chandler? For me, it's stylistically, I think Gaethje is the one you want to see.
But then you wreck Gaethje if Chandler wins.
And also, do you want to give him Chandler directly off of Khabib?
I think you do Gaethje versus Hooker, because then if Gaethje wins, it's a big enough opponent that you could be like, okay.
And at least Gaethje is almost guaranteed that Hooker's going to stand and strike with you.
Yeah.
But if
Gaethje
Hooker wins, then
versus
Hooker's
fight.
now like the next big thing, right? It's also a great
game,
promotional fight.
Yeah.
Ferguson versus Chandler, because...
it has to be.
And then... McGregor
Which is
versus Poirier.
interesting stylistically, because you got two grapplers that can strike, right? One being a wrestler that can strike, and one being a jiu-jitsu guy that can strike. The only problem with Ferguson is that the amount of damage he's been taking in fights.
Dude.
It's only so long he can take that much damage. And he's already had some kookarook incidents already. That the first thing if that was my spouse, I'd be like, listen, I think it's time to call it a day.
Yeah. I'm like,
you're not acting alright,
you're
yeah.
just going to wake up the next day and there's going to be a note. We have left the country. I'm not telling you where.
I'm not doing the Chris Benoit thing all over again.
I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, that also just like went away quickly, hey? Disappeared. Do you remember
Because he was the number one guy, right? They didn't want to.
Do you remember that in the press conference, dude, for Khabib? And one of the reporters there asked him, like, you just went through some mental stuff. I've been through some mental stuff myself. Like, I just wanted to like get a shout out about mental awareness. Or like something like that. Bro, Tony Ferguson went black. He went completely black. He was like, fuck you. Or like something. Try and find that rock.
When was this?
It was one of the press conferences. Just try and like type.
Just like Tony Ferguson mental health or something like that.
Or like a journalist asked Tony Ferguson on mental health. Bro, it's he goes like completely black, dude. He like freaks out. Or he's like, next question or something. He like just like, I can't remember exactly what he does. Go to videos.
Detailed timeline on Tony Ferguson's mental health. You know there's something up when you...
Dude, this was so hectic.
No, I don't think you'll get kicked with this.
We might. It's fine. How long is this?
Is he
2 minutes 33.
What are you saying, dude? Those gloves are legit, eh?
How can you be surprised that someone asks about your mental health when you're walking with gloves like that?
And a fucking baseball. And I think he gave the baseball to someone, like a fighter. Go a little bit forward, bro. Okay.
Are they RDX gloves?
Are they?
Yeah, because he's sponsored by them.
What are their purpose? It's like wraps. Like gel wraps.
I don't know. I know Warren's a huge RDX fan. So
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love the Alex.
I think this is it, yeah.
Yo.
Hey?
2-minute video, the last 10 seconds was what we wanted.
Yeah, it's always like that.
Oh, nice clickbait there. 100%.
No, not happy about that question, eh?
You obviously hadn't dealt with it by that stage.
He was like, well, you could see what the fuck he was wearing. Should have been the first clue.
Oh,
Even
man.
Dana saw him walk out. Probably
Dude,
like,
I don't know what it is
what
about
have we done?
Ferguson. Ever since the Ultimate Fight, I've never enjoyed watching him fight.
Oh, dude, it's...
I remember
I think like the whole
watching him fight,
storyline just irritates me. That by the time it gets to the actual fight, I'm so annoyed by him that I just don't want to watch it. Which
I
is
remember when he fought Danny Castillo, and we're like, please let Danny Castillo win.
yes, yeah, they put that just fight.
he woke his family up and told them, well, you're not safe, we need to leave. He's been spending too much time with Eddie Bravo, dude. That's what's been happening.
He believed there'd be a great flood as a result of a lunar eclipse.
Isn't that something that Eddie Bravo would say?
He purchased a life raft and took his wife Christina and their son on a long drive inland, all the way to Palm Desert, California.
Yes, you do.
I'm sorry, I don't want to laugh because I was mentally ill, but that is, like, how does nobody stop and say, listen to me, I think you need to go sort this out.
Well, I think that's the problem, right? His wife did stop him and was eventually like, listen, I don't feel
Filed a
safe
restraining
anymore.
order.
What?
Yeah, she
dude?
didn't feel safe anymore.
Dude, it's
It's so difficult for the UFC to associate themselves with it because they're like obviously trying to like separate themselves from all this like talk about CTE and so forth. And then
Oh,
you
but
got,
that's the NFL playbook. You're just like,
then
what's CTE?
I mean, you can go one of two ways. You can either make it disappear, or you can be like, he's a drug addict. Like, don't look at CTE. He's a drug addict.
Well, yeah, check. He had a psychotic break, screamed in her face.
But they
screamed
did
at her,
say
and
he was like-
believed- and he believed she was someone else.
That's pretty fucking nuts, dude. But they were saying like he was drinking at the time and stuff. You know
I
what I mean?
woke up late that night to Tony standing over me, accusing me of being a witch.
Oh my goodness, dude.
She's a witch.
Dude, that is all kinds of crazy. That is all kinds of crazy. I would have.
He believed there were secret cameras in the refrigerator and ceiling fan and that he was being watched. He also cut the wires to the heat and air conditioning units because he believed there was a tracking device in it. He tore the vanity mirror off the bathroom wall because he believed there was something behind it and took his son's food away because he believed that it was poisoned. My goodness.
Imagine this guy's your dad. You just pack some extra food in case the first one gets
Yeah,
taken
he's
away.
just like, oh, well.
Second lunchbox.
Luckily, I packed my Sami.
Pack the backup Sami.
Dude, that is
yo.
that is actually pretty hectic, dude.
No, it is.
Like I'm actually like.
It kind of like makes you like very like feel
Yeah,
very.
I don't know if I want to watch him fight again. To be honest, like that's pretty fucking intense.
So did they say whether it was definitely alcohol/drug induced or was it potentially something else?
Apparently he was drinking heavily.
But I mean, you don't
I've
don't
had some-
hallucinate from
yeah,
alcohol.
I've had
dude.
some sessions, boy.
I don't know.
I've drank like
I've had
a
some sessions.
decent bottle of absinthe before, like not a whole bottle, but
Yeah.
enough absinthe that you should be hallucinating, and I didn't hallucinate.
Yeah,
so.
no, listen. And I never thought anyone was a witch.
Just see.
especially not people I live with. That's pretty.
Especially your wife.
But that
Had a
being
kid
said,
with her.
yeah, that being said, like some dudes do have like a chemical imbalance in their brain, and the second you add alcohol, they just like
Yeah.
drift off
Often you
completely.
like when people start drinking, like it's like it just augments their personality,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
If you're a dickhead when you're drunk, you're a dickhead when you're sober as
Even
well,
worse,
right?
yeah, yeah.
But like the lacquer oaks when they're drunk are genuinely like the lacquer oaks when they're sober. Just sometimes they don't always show the lacquer side as much.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. With carefree.
Yeah.
That's a deep dark rabbit hole we went down there.
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
and back.
Oh,
Let's just look at
please
UFC
tell me you guys
255.
saw AJ trolling the Nick Diaz thing where they said,
What do you want? 200,000. Who challenged him to a contest?
yeah,
Boxing contest?
Gilbert Burns challenged
Oh, yeah,
Diaz.
Gilbert
He
Burns.
said, you put $200,000 and I put. Then AJ's like, he did the classic Sean O'Malley. He's
What,
like,
old Jermaine?
no, AJ Agazarm. He's like, Nate would destroy him. Gilbert lost to me. But when you go look, Gilbert actually beat AJ in ADCC. But AJ's like, no, he lost to me in reality. It's like, what are you on about?
I can't stand this
You got
dude,
such a
bro.
big mouth. You just got cut from Bellator. Right?
I honestly can't stand the circuit.
Oh, dude.
I can't.
I watched him in January, and he's a good grappler, but it hasn't transitioned to MMA yet. I'm missing something on my headphones here.
No, I cannot stand this dude. Nate Diaz, white belt.
Gilbert Burns would murder Nate Diaz in a grappling match. Would murder him.
It probably wouldn't even be close.
No. I'm not saying Nate isn't
You guys are just Diaz haters.
I'm not saying Nate isn't a good MMA fighter and isn't a good jiu-jitsu practitioner. But you can't compare his jiu-jitsu to someone like Gilbert Burns, who's a world champion in jiu-jitsu. How has Nate ever done in the world championships? He's never even medaled in the world championships. What would be interesting though is if they did 200,000 each and it was a combat jiu-jitsu championship.
Yeah, that would be sick.
That would be.
Boy, pull up that UFC 255 card. Dude, but like, why are you chiming in? Like, you like the little chihuahua in the background. Just like, come on, dude.
So irritating.
Just calm down.
Nate doesn't stop talking, but he fights once every freaking 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very weird situation. It's like I always say, dude. Like, if you're not there, you're not winning. Like, you just.
But once again, he's
just
like
fade away.
Nick Diaz is the greatest fighter to ever live. No, definitely nowhere even close to being the best fighter to ever live. What flipping
It
Mandrex
makes me
are you
laugh.
smoking, dude?
Yes, dude. This pay-per-view is gonna do 5 buys.
Yeah,
I'm afraid.
They try to like bolster up 2 championship fights. It's like,
And like, yeah,
which is crazy. I always want to watch Valentina Shevchenko fight, right? And I always want to watch Davison Figueiredo fight. But I don't even know who Alex Perez is.
He came from the Contender Series.
Right? And then Jennifer Maia, she's like hot and cold, right? She's
Well, dude, you're always gonna be cold when it's Shevchenko, dog. Like, stone out, cold.
dude. Didn't Maia lose to Chukagian?
Yeah, I think.
And Chukagian got murdered.
No, she
by-
beat Chukagian, didn't she?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see who Maia's won and lost to. Let's do Rourke's MMA math.
She could be the goat.
No, you never know. Or at least the 6th or 7th, 8th goat of the women's featherweight
If I was
division.
the 8th guy to the UFC
Flyweight
heavyweight division,
Who was Mark Perry supposed to fight?
Well, he's fighting Tim Means now.
Yeah,
That's a
because
decent ass
something
fight, dude.
He was supposed to fight someone
The
else.
Scarecrow.
Jennifer Myers also had a few scale issues, eh?
Oh. Yeah, she lost to Chukagian. And
decision.
Chukagian got absolutely butchered by Shevchenko.
She lost to Liz Carmouche as well.
So, yeah.
Yes, dude, it's
she's-
such to beat Joanne Calderwood and they're like, cool, here's Valentina Shevchenko. Dude, that is
Okay, cool. You're on a 1-fight win streak. Let's put you up against the most dangerous person at that weight
dude.
of all time. Shevchenko will end up becoming the flyweight female goat, right?
Absolutely. Oh, dude. If I was a lady, I would not be wanting to fight this chick.
Yes.
Jacek, Jessica R, Komush, Chukagian, Maya. She's running out of contenders now, big time.
Oh, sorry, I lost a split decision to what everyone else says is the greatest female fighter of all time.
And Kong Wang, apparently.
Kickboxing bout.
Yeah. Okay. And then Perez.
Yeah, he's from the contender series. How's this actual record, dude?
That's a strong record.
24-5. Where?
We'll see now. So he lost to Joby. And
So
Mark De La Rosa.
The final.
Unfortunate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was just he didn't make it obviously into the final. But he hasn't really had the strongest run. I mean, USF Omega's no slouch. But,
Jordan Espinosa as well. It's a good fight.
But I mean, like, you weren't fighting the top 5 guys to get to the title shot.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a bit scary, you know?
Yeah, dude. Now you got to face.
Yeah.
Davison.
So obviously did like
this
fights in Touchy Palace.
Yeah, this card, Mike Perry, I guess, to me is a good fight.
Davison.
Chukagian,
Davison's-
Cavillo, Shogun, Paul Craig. Nice fight. That's a rematch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brendan Moreno, Bannon Roy. These are one of these two will be the next contender.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying, right?
Yeah.
Marino, if he gets the win, he's the next guy.
I think Royval as well.
Is it?
Yeah. He's the dude who just laid it on Kai Kara France.
Yeah.
He's
Kai
good.
Kara is so frustrating, right? You want him just to get to that title shot, and
He keeps getting.
he just gets like so close to it, and then just
Remember him on the Ultimate Fighter? He like, everyone's like, oh, it'd be so cool to see this guy in the UFC, and then he lost. And usually they let you fight on the final event, and then if you're
I
impressed,
didn't even get
they
that.
didn't even get that. Then you had to like,
He had to
go
go to
fight.
Risen, and then he almost didn't get back in because he lost at Risen.
yo, you had to go like on this whole backwater into the jungle.
Such a good dude.
Yeah.
Just he went on a tear though. Eh?
Yeah, check
Yeah.
this. Last year, and then he was like,
Composure,
right,
yeah.
I hold my beer. Tai Tuivasa, I hold my beer. Let's quickly sort this out for New Zealand. Oh, so
And then
sad.
Royval. That Tyson Nam fight was ridiculous.
Who else here?
Yeah, not a massively exciting card. I got to be honest. For a pay per view,
Is she
No, dude.
Is she related to
her
Shevchenko?
sister,
It's
bro.
her sister.
Serious? Okay.
Also a former Muay Thai.
Ariane Lipsky is also supposed to be a beast as well.
She was also a big Muay Thai fighter. She was the KSW champion. But then I think she came into the UFC and went on like a 3-fight skid. But they're like really desperate for her to be
Yeah.
like a name. Nicholas Dalby's just made his return. He's looking good.
Powerful Alan Joban.
Oh,
My
yeah.
man. Fantastic.
Against Jared Gordon.
Yeah.
That's a nice fight. That's actually a pretty good fight. Are they both ranked?
No,
Gordon must be ranked, right?
He's the number 4 ranked welterweight in the southeast of the United States. It's quite exact, to be honest.
I'm a big fan of Nicholas Dalby as well.
Yeah. Well, he got cut and then he got back into it. Now he's doing so well.
Ranked 13th of the 1,101 active United States pro welterweights.
But John, unfortunately, it's not gonna get you up early in
No.
the morning. Boy, let's
I'll
wrap
definitely
up with
just look at the results on MMA
Yeah.
Junkie.
Let's wrap up with there was a whole pile of fights announced over the weekend. Just head on over to like MMA Junkie or something.
While he's bringing that up, no news from the UFC yet.
Well, I think it's safe to say it's not happening this year.
Oh.
Well, there's nothing happening this year because I mean, if you had a December event, that would probably be announced by now.
That's very upsetting.
Yeah, that's so bleak.
It is very bleak.
Oh well,
Very,
have
very
to go to... Wait, AMA, that was the last AMA event, eh?
Yeah.
No. There's one more, isn't there?
No, they're coming back next year apparently. I heard something to do that like the COVID testing was extremely expensive.
Yeah, it is. So there's someone was telling me that I think it's Danella or whoever at MMA SA won't let them. There's a certain test they want him to do, and that's like 1,000 rand a pop. But there's a different test you can do, like a government authorized test that's like 380. But they're like saying it's not good enough, which is probably right.
Look, I trust Daniela wholeheartedly.
I don't know if it's
so
her exactly, but
if she said that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do.
Yeah. Let's check this out. Your boy, Carlos Condit's getting his fight, bro, with Matt Brown.
I don't know if I want to watch this.
I just wish they would just like do us all a favor and just feed Carlos Condit tin cans for like, it's just so we can watch him fight.
And
just-
someone
just
for
be like,
sure wipe
Just
Benson
come back and be like,
Henderson's leaking.
you gave us a decade of great fights. Here's the golden handshake. Enjoy the rest of your life in retirement. Don't have to come back. That's the ultimate.
Bellator. Yeah.
Or if we could work out a way that we could like take him, keep it in 2020, but
Is that Jason Jackson from Henry Hoof's gym?
I think so, yeah.
That's a lack of fight, dude.
The old dreadlocks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a lack of fight. Kevin Ferguson.
Not too worried about the rest of that. Rocky, keep going.
okay.
Nicholas Dalby steps into fight Daniel Rodriguez. Yeah, that's coming up.
Why did that skip? Yeah.
Oh, I met this guy.
Oh yeah, this is a guy, Spike Carlisle.
Yeah.
You guys met. He was a roommate South African or something.
Yeah, with Max. He lives with Max. I don't
Max?
think Max is South African. He used to be at FFM for a little bit.
Oh yeah. That's what
And then he
said.
lived in Dubai. Now he lives in Southern California. He actually organized Max, this guy's roommate, organized for the guys to go train at the training lab. And then he was also they train at the Ruka facility with Bryce. They were living with Bryce for a while.
Keep going. Mrabdashvili.
This is a big fight for the.
Yeah, Barcelos, he was fight of the night last weekend, I think.
That's a big fight for that division.
Who kicked that dude's ear off.
Oof.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh. No, we're not worried about that.
Magomedov.
Yeah.
I think he's Russian. That's not Magomed boy.
Yeah, he got. That's the guy that got cut from the UFC, wasn't he?
Mm.
Is he related to?
You're thinking of Magomed Sharapov.
Yeah.
No.
Are you gonna say is he related to Khabib?
No, I never said that. Let's keep going.
Oh yeah, my boy
Oh,
Cub
Cub.
Swanson.
Versus
Daniel
Daniel
Pineda.
Pineda. That's not an easy fight, dude.
Mm-mm. Nice to see Cub Swanson back.
Again, it would be really great if he could just win some more.
He's on a lack of pay situation with the
Wonder
UFC.
Oh,
Boy's gonna face Jeff Neal. Didn't want any of that Hamzat smoke, eh?
But Jeff Neal's not an easy fight either.
Yeah, dude.
5-0 in
under-
the UFC.
Yeah, he's out of JP's. He's
Yeah,
out of Fortis
Fortis.
MMA. He's one of the main contributors to Fortis being the number one ranked gym last year.
That is a powerful tribal tattoo.
Oof, whose tribal tattoo is
Austin
that?
Lingo.
Very nice.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, Gastelum versus Ian Heinisch. That's a cool fight as well.
3-2
Matt
in the
Brown
UFC.
versus Carlos Condit.
Calvin is desperate for a win.
Yeah.
He seems like he's just too lazy to cut weight.
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Overeem.
Ooh. Versus Volkov.
Yeah.
Oh,
a
now that's a
fucking cracking
cracker,
fight,
right?
dude.
That is a cracker of note.
Whew, that's a good fight, dude.
I just wish it was Alistair Uberim rather than.
Yeah.
Ibrahim was my
Bring him
favorite.
back. Bring him back.
There's that photo. Of
Everyone
him-
complains about steroids, but when you're just watching MMA, it's not so bad.
In fact,
Yeah,
he-
that's just fucking good fights.
okay.
Oh yeah, Rakic versus
Thiago Santos.
Thiago Santos. That's a cracker as well.
Yeah, that's very good fight.
This is the final test for Rakic, I think. I think a win here and he's right up there.
He's getting some Blahovic action.
Wow.
Oh,
They got to figure out John
Teixeira.
Jones and Adesanya and all of that cuck.
Adesanya.
True.
Yeah,
I think
versus-
though if Adesanya goes up, he beats Blahovic,
Yeah,
and if he fights Rakic, I think he also beats Rakic.
it's such. But then I don't know.
And then he's the
I don't know
goat.
what they're gonna do. Yeah, he's trying to
China?
gear up for the goat, dude.
He's fast tracking himself to GOAT status. I mean, the speed at which he's doing what he's doing is ridiculous. He just never stops. He's always got a fight happening, right?
Yeah, he doesn't take a break.
He's like, because
He
he's
never
the cash
needs-
cow as well now.
Well, besides that, right? Besides him being the cash cow, is that he's taken the kickboxing mentality into MMA. You know, kickboxers fight 6-7 times a year, no issue. He's coming. He's like, okay, sweet. I'm gonna do as much. I'm gonna be as active as I possibly can. Problem is, once you start getting those big fights, they can't like match you up quick enough.
Yeah,
you know.
Things
But
are
like,
gonna play
look how
out.
fast he went to 20-0.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof.
Dude.
That is a list of names, eh? Some would argue.
Yeah,
better
see,
than-
some oak has really like gone through this with a fine tooth comb. Left hook to ground and pound finish. Counter left hook knockout.
Yeah, this list is impressive. Some would say more impressive than Khabib.
Win knees and punches.
Dude, I'm telling you. That's my argument. It's like, yeah, that's his kickboxing fight.
Is it? Didn't this guy just get signed?
Yeah, they just signed him to the UFC.
Or they're gonna that is about to get a whole host of tin cans.
Dude.
I mean, he lost to Alex Pereira, who's a phenomenal kickboxer. He also lost to Jason Walness, who's also a phenomenal kickboxer.
I wonder if we could find his kickboxing.
Imagine
He beat Bulgari, like,
Imagine him at the
Flip
UFC.
Verlieren.
Hey, he's like, guys, I'm the last guy to beat Israel. Like, I really want that fight. They're like, cool, bro. You're gonna need about 10 wins before we get you there.
yeah. Well, he beat Israel twice. Knocked him
his
out
number,
twice.
How's this record, eh? And we're only in 20. Okay, now we're in 2012. But like, I've done a decent amount of scrolling.
It's madness, though. Hey?
Yo,
Yeah.
I want to see if we can find his kickboxing record.
Oh, we're gonna drift into the reeds here, big time, Rock.
It's no.
Well, his last kickboxing fight was Pereira at Glory. So just research that, and then the intro will show you his official kickboxing record.
80 wins. 80? Wait. Wins 75.
Yeah, he's at 85, 75 wins.
75 and 5.
And he's had like a whole list of boxing fights as well.
That's like almost a better combat sports record than Roberto Duran,
Or like Khabib.
right? I mean, you're talking, but the problem is that there's a lot of guys with great records in
Yeah.
kickboxing.
Yeah, because you're fighting so often.
But yeah.
Drift into
The problem
reeds
is when you
of
fight
the
so often as well, you can lose so
Oh,
often
gosh,
as well, right?
Rock. Where have you taken us? Oh, YouTube.
Just
YouTube, we're not going to join, bro. Just leave us alone. Like, we don't want
Skip
the
the
free
ads,
trial.
skip
We
the
don't want any
ads.
of it.
Should sign that.
What are we watching here? Top 5 kickboxing knockouts.
knockouts.
But not before we show you a montage of some workout.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, to the bow there. Bang.
powerful hexagon ring there. Oh, front kick.
I think other dude just takes a break.
Gotcha.
Imagine you were the guy who fought him when it was his first fight. And then that evening you were like, I'm so sad that I lost.
Nuts.
Imagine you get for his pro MMA debut, and then like you're fighting Israel Adesanya. You go into Tapology, Google Israel 0-0, no amateur fights. You're like, oh, great. They gave me someone for me, and this.
Yeah, they gave me a freebie. They gave me a freebie.
And there's like pictures up and dollars you something chronic.
They must love me. Maybe I'm the next big thing. Like in all of MMA striking, that
Oh, little
that,
cartwheel
like,
kick there.
front teep to the diaphragm is my favorite. Dude. Like a cool Sancho, I hold my beer. I'm 7'9".
Wow. it's
So
not
sad that
knockout.
kickboxing isn't more popular than it is.
Yeah, dude, Glory's gone under, eh?
Is it?
Mm.
Nick Hemmers and Core Hemmers.
Yeah, it's gone under. Tis the end.
Oh, this guy's done.
What's the one here? SFL.
Yeah.
It was like a member of Glory or something.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they were like an official something of Glory.
But I thought I saw like a build up the other day for Glory.
I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, you might be right. With Verhoeven.
Yes. They were doing a massive rematch.
Go to Glory quickly. Versus Badr Hari. That's
No,
long
the
gone, bro.
Badr Hari rematch is done.
Yeah,
dude.
that's long gone.
He sent Badr Hari packing.
Dude, I'm sure I heard that they went under.
You can purchase a pay per view.
19%.
Yeah,
Maybe
Badr
they'll
Hari.
go under after this. They organized it.
There we go. Badr
I
versus
apologize.
Benny.
I am fucking definitely
I don't know how to
wrong,
say his
man.
surname. Banayun or whatever his
Yeah.
name is. And Cedric Jumba versus Myrtle Grunard. That is a cracker of a fight on the right there. Cedric took the title from Myrtle Kunran.
Yeah, dude, I'm not fucking signing up. You know what? I might have been thinking of. I was probably
Click on Glory 76. That's the one you want.
I think I might have been listening to Joe Rogan talking about Lion Fight and Glory, and maybe Lion Fight.
Lion Fight's under.
Yeah, maybe that's what
I dig by you. That's how you said. Yo,
Dude, that Glory setup is legit.
I can't see those names there.
Where? Which ones?
All of them.
Are they? Who's that?
Font is strange.
Yeah, hold on.
Who's the 14-year-old in the bottom left there?
Yeah, that's fine.
far, too
Keep it
far.
like that.
Vajrahari.
Yeah, I'll go one more. Sorry.
That way? Okay, I don't know. That sucks. Scroll down.
Go down to the 14-year-old, dude. Who's this dude? Van Belzen.
They are definitely scraping for the undercard, Joe.
Hope that doesn't have any homework on the night, dude.
Hope they're not fighting on a school night.
Yes, dude. Yeah, okay, we're in the reads.
Yeah,
So Glory is back. It's still alive.
Apparently, Glory didn't go away though.
They went under, but they're back.
Yeah. They were under in my head. I was completely mistaken. I do apologize.
Yes, that would have been a knock though to kickboxing if Glory wins.
Sweet. JP Base, all the best.
Good luck, Chana.
This should be probably out before you fight. I know people can ask the questions if you're listening. UFC Fight Pass. It is not on Supersport. That is not how this works. But yeah, you can get 7 days free on Fight Pass if you want to watch JP. Shout out to
If you have any email addresses left.
Yeah, if you have an email address left.
I'm on like my seventh 7 day free trial.
I'm a paying
Supposedly.
member. I'm a paying member, UFC. I'm a paying member. Shout out to Good Leaf. Hit subscribe. Chat to you soon. Peace.